Hello everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back and thank you for joining me today. It's lovely to be here with you. It's the start of a new week, so happy Monday, and we're going to get started. Let's get going. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, thank you so much for wrapping me up in your angelic wings of protection, guidance, and love. Thank you. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, will you please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards and to help me see clearly? Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today in this general read for Monday, January the 15th, 2024? Thank you. Let's go. Let's cut and go. What do we have for the present day and then the near future, Archangel Michael? Present day, someone's thinking. Yeah, someone has somebody on their mind. That's a thoughts card. I mean, it's pretty simply clear. And the near future is a privileged lady. Okay. Is it the privileged lady that's on your mind, collective? Okay, let's clarify. Archangel Michael, what do you have for clarification for the thoughts card in the present day? Now remember, the present day is 4 weeks back from today, or before today, right? And 4 weeks ahead from today. The near future would start from that 4th week ahead, from that 4th week out for another 2 to 3 months. It's all fluid. It's, you know, it's whatever is working, whatever it works for you. Wisdom. Okay. And great luck discovered. Great luck. All right. So collective is thinking about something or someone. It's thoughts that have come to you that are helping you realize you've gained some kind of wisdom, collective, like in the sense that whatever messages you've been receiving are bringing great luck into your life. You're discovering the benefit of having this wisdom that pertains to how you would relate to and think about, whether it's the past, thinking about the past, or thinking about right now, or thinking about, you know, how to approach or deal with, you know, tomorrow and the next day and so far. But there could be some kind of messages that you're receiving, whether intuitively or through the wisdom of others. And intuitively, guys, is like, in moments you will have your heart and mind balance. It's not like you never do. It's just there will be moments in your life where some people, they're more like the left brain kind of thinking person, where they really don't consider the miracles of the unseen, those very subtle messages that come up through us from below, right, which is where our soul sits, underneath the pile of, I guess, rubbish, right, of fears and thoughts and beliefs, attitudes and opinions that we have developed and hung on to for whatever our reasoning are. And it's mostly because in some way we felt vulnerable and threatened, and these are our defense mechanisms down there, these fears and beliefs that we now operate on. But it doesn't mean your soul is never able to get, you know, like to kind of weave in through all the layers of whatever's covering up that beautiful soul underneath, its wisdom. It still is able to trickle through. It takes a little longer perhaps, or not necessarily longer, but it's just more of an effort for it to be heard, okay, by you. It's more an effort for it to be heard by you. So every now and again, in moments of introspection, or you're just contemplating about something, you'll have these thoughts that just kind of come in, and you're going to go, oh, where did that come from? Or, oh, that's interesting. What about that? Like, you might want to think more about that, whatever it is. But it's wisdom that you've gained, that you're thinking a lot about, that has to do with, great discovery of more thoughts that kind of, they build upon each other, right? Once you have these moments, if you allow yourself to sit in that contemplation, that contemplative mind, whether that is just sitting there like that guy is, kind of pondering and contemplating, or in introspection time, when you're all by yourself somewhere at home, when you relax, that kind of thing, no one's around to bother you, or meditation, maybe prayer, whatever. But you're discovering insights, these little chunks, these golden nuggets of wisdom, they're coming to you, and you're going, okay, oh, yeah, right. Like you might be discovering things that you never really saw it another way, because you were operating from your daily life, your daily routine just was operating from these certain things that were like, they're subconscious, so you're largely unconscious of them, but they're there, and they keep bubbling up like the water in a pot on a stove. As it's starting to boil, it bubbles up, they bubble up, and they go poof into your mind. And those are those aha moments where you might see, okay, okay, now this happens to me, okay guys, I just give you an example where I'll be just sitting there and go, so that's why that's happening, especially if something's happening right now, and it may not be something that I would want to happen. Maybe it's something, my health, that's popped up just recently. Maybe I have let's see, what could I say, maybe I've got gas in my stomach, and it's just suddenly like that, or I feel like might be getting bladder infection or something, right? It could be, I'll be sitting there going like, what, and I'm not paying attention to anything in particular, and blah, there it is. It's like, oh, okay, I understand why I feel like I'm getting bladder infection now. It's because just the other day or a few days ago, I was really pissed off about something. I was not, okay, I don't get like that anymore, but I used to, while back. But you get severely so pissed off that when you're on your journey to enlightenment, these things show up quickly in your body, just as a warning, like a knock on the door. You've been thinking this way that's negative, and it's affecting your health. Not to mention it's going to slow you down too, because if you got bladder infection, it's painful, and you might have to go to the doctor, get medication. I mean, that's like taking a chunk of your day out now, right? And maybe your week, for however long it takes to heal from it. So it's a reminder in your body. But yeah, you might be having those moments where you're going, oh, okay, I understand now. I see the connection. Okay, so that's the idea of these little chunks, nuggets of wisdom that come up in you. And it may also be something like, let's see, inspiration. Insight as inspiration, in the sense that you get the idea of how to approach a situation, how to overcome an obstacle or a challenge. Okay, and you go, oh, okay, I think I can do that. Oh yeah, I never even thought of that. Yeah, and now you're feeling really lucky because you've got a solution, kind of thing. You've got some wisdom that's going to help you do whatever it is you thought you weren't going to be able to do. Okay, so it's either way, both ways too. I mean, it works both ways, but it's inspiration that's coming up from your soul through all that muck and mire. It's making its way through, and maybe you've done work on yourself and you cleared out a lot of that, those layers of fears, ego-based fears that are there to protect you. Your flesh, right? Your underbelly, kind of thing. That you want to protect from any kind of predator, right? Okay, so let's talk about privileged lady in the near future. We have wealthy man. Now, they're a true counterpart, okay, guys? Privileged lady belongs to the wealthy man and vice versa. Their true counterpart. All right, and what else? Toil and labor. These clarify that. She's a lot of work. She's been a lot of work. She's been a real handful. She's been okay. She's been, you know, to the collective, the wealthy man who's having these thoughts here, he's been able to see things that he didn't necessarily know before, okay, about this privileged lady. And this is the kind of work, guys, toil and labor, that is not fun. It's stuff that was necessary to do, like maybe everyday routine stuff, like taking the garbage out or washing the dishes, making meals, just things that you may not necessarily enjoy doing, but they have to be done. And it's hard work. And this privileged lady's been a lot. I mean, if you consider a privileged lady, right, look at her. She doesn't work. She doesn't work at all. But if, you know, a wealthy man, obviously either he's inherited a great bunch of money just through his family line, or he's worked for his money, or both, you know, to keep it, right? Because money only goes so far, especially when you got someone like a privileged lady on your your payroll, so to speak. Yeah. Okay, Archangel Michael, very good. Can we move forward and talk about, well, go back and talk about present day, please? Let's talk about the thoughts that this collective gentleman is having. That Four of Swords, time for respite. So contemplation, you see, this is all about introspection and contemplation, taking a time out, having respite time, just laying things down, laying your thoughts, you know, your busy day, your thoughts, the exhaustion of your mind from overthinking stuff, just having so many things on your mind, that kind of thing. You're busy. You're a busy thinker and you're a busy doer. You'll be able to lay that down. When you've been able to lay that down, have some introspection time, you have had these thoughts arise, you see. Okay. Earn success. This is the Six of Swords, okay? Six of Swords. These swords are things that you've learned. They're before you, though. In this card, they're before you. They're not like right alongside you. They're before you. So that kind of tells me that you're reaching for peace. Okay? You're reaching for peace. Valor. This is the Seven of Wands. You're going to gallantly put up healthy boundaries as a result of what you're learning here. All right? And yep. Okay, so you establish healthy boundaries. You are going to make sure, I mean, you're standing above the naysayers here, so you're on solid ground that it's above. You've got a better perspective there and a better positioning as well there, because there are certain truths that you know you need to hang on to. You got to go forward and take those truths with you, leaving the rough water to move into more placid water, peaceful waters. That's emotions, right? Yep. These truths are helping you move in your boat from the rough to the more calmer waters, because these are truths, right? Okay. Let's talk about the wisdom, the birds card. There's truth right there. The pinnacle of truth is the Ace of Swords. We have lovers. No, is this love two? It's the Two of Cups. So it's the Two of Cups. Yeah, there you go. Not used to these cards yet, guys. And we have the Hangman, which is card number 12. major arcana. Yeah, okay, let's do the Clover card before we look at these other cards here. Archangel Michael, Clover, please. Thank you. Tower. Huh. What you learned, right? Princess of Swords. She's like the Knight of Swords, but she's the female version in the world. And we got Pleasure, which is the Six of Cups on the back. Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Ooh. So guys, collective, you have learned, like I've said, you've learned bits of wisdom, truth. And it's a God's honest truth for you, right? It's a God's honest truth. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the absolute truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, Lord, right? And it's about the one you fell in love with, that you coupled up with in a partnership. Yeah, which would probably be this one. And you have been, you've been feeling stuck and you've just been hanging out, not knowing what to do, right? So you have been searching for truth through your introspective time, right? Because you want to take those truths with you moving forward, and you're going to guard those truths as like something to really say, these are my truths, and it doesn't matter what you say or do. These are my truths. That's it. You're not going to sway my decisions or sway my mind in any way, shape, or form, because I'm learning so much about myself, about what's going on in my life, that the awakening, the epiphanies I'm having is bringing me great luck in the near, it's going to help me move in a positive way in the future. It's going to do that for me, because once I get back on my feet again after the trouble and strife I've been dealing with in a partnership here, I am going to be standing up, and I'm going to be standing up proud, and defensive, but in a very, very positive way. You're standing your ground is what you're doing, and I'm taking responsibility and accountability for what it is that's been happening to me and why it's been happening to me, that whole PSYCHTAROLOGY thing. And the Tower has come down, and I actually feel lucky as a result. It hasn't been easy. It has not been easy, but there's the truth that I've learned. Now this lady is delivering the truth. So you're seeing truth in a way that allows you to consider the feminine energy within yourself. You're seeing how you have been denying. You've been denying your your feminine side of truth and honesty, in the sense that, and this goes back, it's been a cycle for me. It's been a whole entire chapter for me where I have been looking back but not seeing what's been going on and why it's been happening, the why and the how of the PSYCHTAROLOGY whole process. The why this is happening to me and how it's happened. The why is because we're all on a spiritual path, right? We're all on a spiritual path. Remember that we're actually our earth angels. We're beautiful souls. We're not the person that is operating in this world. We're actually the soul that wants to have the experience through you. So through your personhood, and the how is that you had been not seeing the truth. Even when you were looking back, you just weren't ready. That's the bottom line. If you weren't ready, you weren't prepared for it, but you are now. Look at you. Something has motivated you and inspired you to give it another think. And as a result, you're able to put an end to this chapter, this very long cycle you've been living in This very long chapter. Because what happens is that now you're ending the chapter, right? That cycle, but you're beginning a brand new one. Because we never just end a chapter and not ever like start a brand new one. It's like automatic, okay? Unless, of course, we die. But then it's a different kind of cycle. So, privileged lady, let's talk about the near future, okay, guys? The privileged lady. Archangel Michael. Defeat. 5 of Swords. Winning at all costs. Jealousy. It's sabotaging. Like a self-sabotaging type of energy. Just kind of miserable energy. Let's see, let's keep going. 7 of Pentacles, it says success unfulfilled, and I talk about that all the time with the 7 of Pentacles, how you hoped when paired with this one that it was going to bring you great success in every way, and you committed to her as a result. Okay, you made her your wife. You made her your wife, or at least a long-term partner. You're committed to this one. Or at least you know, you're waking up to this so that in the near future, you're going to be very clear on this, very, very clear on it, so that you're ready to take action. But this one here, you sabotaged your efforts of success as well by getting together with this one here. And she's very self-sabotaging kind of energy herself, okay? Excuse me. She's Queen of Pentacles. She's very focused on the Pentacle. She might have some great financial gain, insights, and know-how. She's a hard worker, and she's agreeable if she's in the upright, right? But you're looking back on what you've sown and reaped as a result, being able to harvest 7. There's 10 Pentacles in this deck. 10 Pentacles is like humongous, right? It's a huge mass of wealth, and you've managed to get 7, which is pretty darn good. Okay, it's not like it's 5 or 6; it's 7. But you want more. You are the type of person. You're a wealthy man. You have a lot of know-how and a lot of connections, right? You have a lot of connections that just you haven't really been able to put into the best use, take advantage of, like in a good way, take advantage of in the best way. You've kind of reached a glass ceiling, and you've never really been able to go past that glass ceiling, no matter how hard you worked, how hard you tried, and how many connections you had. Because this one here, she's karmic soulmate, right? And you're only going to go so far with the karmic soulmate. That's pretty good, though, I must say. But if she's in the reverse, this privileged lady, she's then very greedy. She's greedy, and maybe she's very spendy, and she's been spending your wealth about as soon as maybe even before it reached the bank account from all your hard work. This is for the wealthy man. We have the with your established strength, from what you've learned here, you're able to have strategized a plan now. But I don't want to say any more because we got the toil and labor right there. And shoot, I just threw everything on the floor. Let's see. Let's get it. I just let it go. A lot of half the deck. Not quite. It's exaggeration. But you know what I mean. So I'm just going to put it back. And we're going to keep going. Did I put more on the floor? Let's check it. Okay, so Archangel Michael, what else do we know about the wealthy man? Then we're going to talk about toil and labor first. We have great strength. That's the that's the wounded warrior one. This is throwing you into mental health situation, depression, anxiety. It's like mental exhaustion. Battle exhaustion. You're battle worn, you're weary. Queen of Cups right there. That starts giving us another whole other dimension to this reading. Oops. Got the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to take a lot of work. Wheel of Fortune. Loss of pleasure, which is the Five of Cups. Well, those are beautiful cups too, by the way. And the Nine of Swords. Yeah. There's the Four of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. The Empress. You know, this is the Six of Cups here and the Strength. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these out because I'm going to stop here. The Seven of Cups. We got the Seven of Cups after that with the Ace of Pentacles, okay? And the Justice. Because this is the near future, but we want to look at what's past the near future. And we're talking about, can you see these? Yes, you can. I'll pretend this is the next phase of your life. Well, it is. Don't pretend. It is the next phase of your life. I'll go through them in a second, okay? Because I don't want to leave it off as with this. I wish this was, you know, reversed so that this would be, and we could, I mean, it doesn't matter really which way they are, because they're both just clarifications for the privileged lady. Now, guys, so yeah, this one here has been the one you've been committed to. She's been self-sabotaging. You self-sabotage your own happiness by choosing this one, not realizing it back then. So like, okay, it's crying over the spilt milk in the sense that it was a decision you made in the past, and here's the crying over the spilt milk kind of thing. Decision you made in the past, but yeah, I mean, we all do it, right? Nobody is bad. Nobody's to blame. It's just what it is. It is what it is. It's what happened. It was right for you at the time. And God only knows, we only know what's right for us at the time. And so the wealthy man since then has been wanting to leave this one behind and his own ways, because remember, he's gaining a lot of truths about himself. He's in the position, quite literally, to understand his responsibility and to become accountable of them. So that it gives him that new perspective. He gains that new perspective on the whole story, right? He's able to see that the reason why he's in the position and how he got into the position, he's able to see the psychology in it, okay? Which is PSYCHTAROLOgy through the tarot. So he's able to see the whys and the hows, his part to play in it, and the errors of his ways, but seeing also taking into consideration in conjunction with who he's with. Okay, somebody who's like this. Okay, so he's, with all of that knowledge behind him, he's putting his back to the past of everything that is not for his highest good, like for positive, for moving forward. That's his highest good. He has gained so much strength through being the wounded warrior energy from having dealt with somebody who's been probably very difficult to be with. Now let's face it, not all privileged ladies back in the day in that era were like that, but probably most of them were high and mighty and had a whole like, I'm privileged, I'm entitled, you know, I'm the darling, I'm the princess of my dad, you know, my dad's life, and I'm the princess of my husband's life, right? So therefore, I need to be treated like a princess. Well, there is another princess, the princess who is also like, she's the darling of the deck, which is the Queen of Cups, right? Queen of Cups is on your mind, collective. There's a Queen of Cups on your mind, all right? Very good. So as a result, look, you got the Queen of Pentacles here and the Queen of Cups here. As a result, you're seeing how this toil and labor is being clarified by the fact that things were not moving in your favor, being with this one here, but they will moving towards this one here. So right now you're coming to understand. You may not know about karmic debt, or you may not believe in that or whatever, but things are not moving in your favor, and you should at least be able to understand that with the wisdom you're gaining through these introspective times here with the truth that's coming out. Okay, and you move towards this one, things will be moving in your favor, so much so this is great fortune. Talk about great fortune, right? Great fortune. But you know that you left her behind, and the one you chose to be with, you see how the cups have poured out and there's red, like it's wine, but it could be like blood battle, right? Battle with your committed partner. And you're feeling like despair and just out of sorts because you made such a schmozzle of, I mean, these are your thoughts, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean it's as bad as, quite often we think worse than it really is, okay? And it could be that story, or it could be that the Queen of Cups that you would like to be with, that you truly would like to be with, leaving your past behind, is somebody that will not take you back. Like, she might take you back, but you don't know, and this is why you're feeling regretful and remorseful, but it's just like despair, in a sense. You really made a mess of things by having chosen this one over this one over this one, and so much so you don't even realize that there is an opportunity for true love back here. But you have your back to it, okay? You have your back to it, you're not seeing it. But as a result of not seeing it, you might see that there is the potential or implication for that, but you just don't know how to get around, like how to get there, because of how you dealt with the Queen of Cups in the past. Breaking her heart because you chose somebody else over her. Okay? So, but it is what it is. It's exactly what you needed back then. So your future is coming towards her, finding the courage and the strength to no longer hold back and move towards her. I'm going to just put it like this because I want to move towards her with a cup of love, right? Saying, you're the one I want to be with. You're my past that I want. You're the one from the past. It's not somebody in my future. It's somebody from my past that I want to be with in the future. You're my empress. I see you as empress. I see you as somebody I'd love to, be married to be connected with long term with that, and build a brand new, you and I building a brand new foundation together. Right here. Can you see that? Yeah. Because I know I rejected you. I chose someone else above you. This is a brand new offer of love that the divine is offering me, an opportunity, because I've rejected her now. I know now I will spill this cup out. This will be the cup from her. I will be spilling it out, and it's going to be refilled for my love for you. I'm not rejecting you anymore. You are not the one I reject. I need you to know that. It's you that I love. I love you. Okay? So that is your future. Your future. If that makes sense, that's your future. Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful, guys. It really is. Let's move this over a bit. All right, so let's get some. That's really nice. It's so pretty, beautiful. Let's get some messages from the divine from the Dream Weavers. This is a brand new deck by Colette Baron Reed, and I would like to read, get some inspiration for this reading for y'all. Yeah, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what are the best messages that really can resonate with this collective and cross watchers? We have 9. When a witch must drink their brew. Okay, does anybody know what that means? No, we got to read it. So let's just get 2. 33. If the dogs come circling round. All right, the dogs come circling round. Really cool. Now, here we go. We need the book. Number 9. Come on. Okay. Essential meaning is being unapologetically comfortable in who you are, trusting and knowing your own magic, being authentic and inspired, the courage to own your values, excuse me, and who you are, not succumbing to the spell of society. Excuse me. So this is going to help you redefine yourself, really. This is helping you redefine yourself. You may have thought you were a certain person and certain values and whatever. I think it's saying, this card is saying that you're actually you're rethinking those. You're putting those whole ideas of who you are and what you value to the test. I mean, you're kind of like saying, oh, thinking about, what was really important to me at one time. And I don't feel like that anymore. I know I went through that myself. Okay, I don't feel like that anymore. That's not who I am anymore. That doesn't resonate with me anymore. So you let them go, right? And you take on something else that might be slightly different or a lot different. Do you trust in your own magic? You should. There is no one like you, and your essence is brimming with life force and purpose unique to you. This is your magic elixir, so drink it down and cast off what doesn't serve you. Being fully yourself is what's required of you right now. Nothing less will do. Yes, it takes courage to cast off the spell of society, with all its expectations, manipulations, and restrictions, to claim your true expression. Do you worry about the consequence? What if you won't fit in? These are times when a new world is being birthed. Your truest note is a symphony of life. Symphony of life can only be played by you. Yes, we each have a note, right? And together we make that symphony of life. This is how you serve the whole world in harmony with others to create the sweetest music. This is a time for you to ask yourself what is truly authentic to you. Yeah, that's weeding these things out, weeding out those lies, those beliefs and opinions and attitudes that you've been holding on to all your life up to this point. What is in or out of alignment with you? Yeah, so this is time for you to ask yourself what is truly authentic to you, what is in or out of alignment with your values, so how you want to move forward as a certain individual in your world now. In relation with others, in relationships, right? Adjust your life where you need to, for this is a profound time to stand up, shine, and be seen. Drink in your magic, share it with the world, and be bold. That's just like, this is your time to shine. Drink in your magic, shine, and be seen. All right, when a witch must drink their brew, they are at a profound moment to own their own magic, just like you. You were born for these times. So when you drink your own brew, and when a witch must drink their own brew, it's kind of like how we go around telling people they should do this, they should do that. Why not try this? Why not do my mom's really famous about this. Why don't you should do this, use that, try this, do that. And she ends up having situations where you say, well, why don't you try what you've always told us to try, kids to try. And it's like, yeah, I should, but she never does. Okay. So when you start drinking your own brew, you're realizing what it is that it wakes you up. to how you've been having expectations on others, but you haven't been following through. Like it's like kind of like you wouldn't do what your own advice is. And that wakes you up to the point where, well, maybe I should just keep my opinions and attitudes to myself, my advice to myself, give it to me. And if I feel like I really don't want to do that, then I shouldn't expect anyone else to do it either. So I'll just keep it to myself. Doesn't matter what it is. So 33 is, if the dogs come circling round, the essential meaning is divine protection, a sense of safety despite chaos, loyal people in your life, staying true to your values. Again, the values thing. If you got, you follow your heart, and you have been with your introspection time, you've come to realize that there's somebody else in your life that you really do want to be with. You're no longer going to reject, and you're rejecting what you no longer want, which is this life, this person, and this life with her. In this moment, in spite of any difficulty, chaos, turbulence, or incongruencies in your life, trust that you are protected and divinely directed. Yes, so when we follow our hearts, then it automatically brings more protection around us. And I've spoken about that before in other readings. Your soul brought you here to experience life on earth. Yeah, I said your soul is wanting to live there, want to experience a life through your body, through your personhood. Okay? Your soul brought you here to experience life on earth, which is messy and mortal, disruptive and unruly. That immortal soul of yours is here for an experience, and even when things are difficult, it can never be harmed. So you're always going to hear from it, right? No matter how much muck and mire is covering up its ability to really shine out through your personhood into your life, attracting so much better. So much, well, that was a sign, wasn't it? So much more positive, life-affirming wealth and abundance and prosperity in your life in all the departments of our lives. That self is always safe, always connected to source in all of life, and is happiest channeling the quickening energy of good, as are most people. It's your choice that will determine your personal experience of your circumstances. It's always your choice. We're always the writer, the author of our story, no matter how we want to look at it. Saying it's not our fault, it's not our fault. Well, other people's, their stories are entwined in ours. So yeah, they have influence and impact, therefore, on your life as well. But it's about whether or not we're allowing it, as to whether it can really impact our life. So again, that's our power. Allowing. Can you be true to your values, to your dream, even if not everyone else agrees? You are surrounded by so many loyal friends and well-wishers who want the best for you. Do not give your energy to those. Do not give your power to those who would deny you, including your own critical voice that tells you you are not enough, don't have what it takes, or are not perfect, etc. And those are those lies, those layer of lies that we tell ourselves, that we're not enough, we don't have what it takes, and that we're, we don't have what it takes, and we're not perfect. We're perfect as the soul, okay, but as a person, not so. But we can be as perfect as we possibly can be through being transparent and authentic in our lives, listening, that balance with the heart and the mind. So if the dogs come circling round, it's time to stay close to those you love and who return that love. Close to those who believe in you. Open your heart, forgive the others, and step into your magic and light. You will not be betrayed. You are so loved and supported. That's all that matters now. Okay, so that's perfectly wonderful, I must say. It's beautiful. It is really beautiful. What about, let's talk about timing, because we said here, let's do one about timing, divine timing, the divine timeline oracle, and then we'll end the reading. But, well, that one, okay, well, it's there, we know, but if we pull that one, it's not going to be the one, obviously. It was just like the title card. Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit for this future. Because we know that this is a near future where you truly are seeing your spouse, your partner, long-term partner, or soon-to-be ex-partner in the right light. Sorry, guys. That just got spat out, didn't it? I love it. And it's the same size, guys. It's not like it's any different than these, that it has a different weight or anything on it. It feels the same and all that. It just got spat out. Archangel Michael says, yeah, we'll let you know we're in this, okay? This is, the divine is here, okay? Whatever we get. It's a general reading, of course, but, you know, take it. How about, he just gave me an idea, why don't you just pull 3 cards and whatever resonates with the general, you know, you pick what works for you, what it feels right to you. Not what necessarily what you hope. Before the next full moon, not what you hope, but what you feel intuitively. And then within 3 days, okay? Yeah, beautiful. Before the year ends, well, okay. That's quite a bit of time. Before the next full moon, within 3 days, and before the year. So whatever intuitively, not what you hope, okay? Because that doesn't mean anything. Well, that's not saying it doesn't mean anything, but it's what you really know, what really feels right in your gut, okay? It is whichever one of those works for you, that is right for you. It resonates really with your current vibration. Which one works, okay? So I hope that it was helpful, and thank you for being here, and we will talk with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Follow me, ni kun tell in the streets. No follow me, ni kun fråga jag streams, yeah. No follow me, ni kun might be was the beat. No follow me, ni kun might be gas streets, yeah. Test me if you